You know, when I was in college, I thought I wanted to be to start a brewery. As a matter of fact, that was the first idea I had, sort of for a restaurant brew pub. And three of my cohorts in undergrad, including my current business partner, all sort of spread out right after graduating to get experience. And I was the only one that actually, well, no, that's not true. One of the other ones actually went on to run a brewery as well, but actually ended up running a brewery back east. And so I got that sort of introduction to the beverage side of things, and to wine as well. And one of my friends, who I just mentioned, who ran a brewery, then went to Napa and became very involved in the wine business, in sales, and then also in running wineries. And so he kind of sucked me in out there, and I went to visit him a lot and became very involved and very interested in winemaking, and it became sort of a hobby that just doesn't stop growing. You know, there's always something to learn. It's fascinating to me to see the various different types of wine there are, the politics around it, the geographic implications, environmental implications, and so it's a constant learning process. So that's something that I always like, something that sort of stimulates me. And then my folks and I, when I moved back to Colorado permanently, right before I went to business school at Leeds, we started another company on the Western Slope, a very high-end guest ranch resort called the Smith Fork Ranch. And my dad being a designer and my mom being very much into PR and marketing, they sort of took that side of it and said, all right, we're going to recreate this brand and rebuild this dilapidated ranch that had once been very thriving. And it was actually homesteaded at the turn of the century. They sort of took it apart log by log and rebuilt it, and then I built the business side of it, and then the food side as well. And so we've subsequently become very renowned for our food. We've had articles in Food and Wine, actually some very big ones, and a lot of great accolades for our food. And along with that, of course, wine is something that really needs to go hand in hand. So we have a 6,000 bottle wine cellar, or 6,000 bottles I think right now, and about 350 different labels. And so that's kind of where I get to use my hobby, if you will. And through that, I trained to be a sommelier, and I've passed the first couple of levels and still have a few to go. I don't know if I'll ever reach that. It's pretty hard. But and then the last piece to that was, you know, when we opened up our Denver Art Museum location for Mad Greens, the art museum said, hey, we'd like a more robust amenity. You know, we love Mad Greens, but we'd like you to take another step. And so we said, well, how about a wine and cheese bar? It's something that we know well. And the cheese was logical because there's a lot of great cheese producers in Colorado, and of course the wine being something we love, and there's a lot of good wineries as well. So that's been fun, and been able to use that sommelier training and love of wine to help a lot in both of those businesses.